this is Lovely Lovebird Designs. In this tutorial I'll be showing you how to make a knight on the Rainbow Loom. I used Rainbow Loom colors gray and fuchsia for the accessory color for the shield and fuchsia for the sword. They also have separate tutorials for them. You can use whatever colors you'd like to use. He also has caramel color, but in this tutorial I'm going to use burgundy or brown with blue eyes and skin tone colors. Also I used a metallic Rainbow Loom color for the gray. It's a little shinier, so I used that for his shoulders, and I wrapped a couple around for his elbow and his knees. If you don't have the metallic colors, you can use whatever colors you'd like, or even you don't even have to have these accessory colors. It's just a little showy and they're shiny. So let's get started. You will need gray and a skin tone and a hair color and 2 bands for the eyes, whatever color you like. So first we're going to use the hair color, and it's a double bands, and let's first place them connecting this pin to this pin, straight configuration, arrow pointing down. Okay, another double going this way, and then another double going down, and that is your hair. Now we're going to use your skin tones, and these are also double bands. I'm going to go all the way across. Okay, now one more row of skin tone. Okay, now we're working on the bottom part of the jaw. I'm placing gray bands for this because it's going to be covered by his mask. So double gray, and we're connecting this pin to the middle pin. Another double gray, and then one more double gray for the middle. Okay, now we're working on the neck of the armor, and I'm going to use a triple band to make it thicker. So 3 bands. Just as so. Now the shoulders, double bands, connect this band to this pin to this pin, then another double connecting these pins. Okay, now we're going to work the body. Now it is thicker, so I'm going to use another diagonal bands in the middle. I'll show you how to do that. So, because armor is thicker and heavier for the knight. So double bands all the way for the whole chest area. Okay, now this is not difficult, but it's just a little different, the pattern. And I will be using double bands, making a diagonal right here and another diagonal here. It's going to bring the chest out a little bit. Now we're going to continue with another row going across. Okay, now we're going to do diagonal again, same pattern, and push the pins down. Okay. Now another across. Okay, now we're going diagonal again. Okay, so it's a total of 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to do one more row. Okay, and then the diagonal bands. Just as so. Now we're going to work on the legs of your figure, and I'm using triple bands because the armor is thicker on the legs. So no more 2, but we're going to do 3. Okay, just triple all the way down. Now we'll work on this leg. Okay, your capping band. I'm going to use a triple. Wrap it around 3 times. 3, another triple, and slide that capping band right on that triple. Place it on the hook so it looks like that, and then I'm going to place it right here on the bottom pin, and that's his foot. Okay, we're going to do the same thing for the other foot. So triple, wrap 3 times, then another triple, and place it on the hook. Place it as your capping band. Okay, now you're going to take a single gray, single twist, and place it right here. Oops. Okay, that is this area. Now we're going to work on the arms. You're going to take a double band. Now we're working with doubles. Place it on your hook. Wrap it around 3 times. 3. Take another double. Place that on as so. Then take another double. Just as so. And do a total of 4 stitches for the arms. So that's 2. Here's number 3. Okay, so here's 3. 1, 2, 3. Your 4th stitch will be a triple. Okay, 3. Place it just as so, and then we're going to connect this pin and this pin. So one end will go on the top, and the other end will go right here. Okay, so it looks like that. Now we're going to take another double, wrap it 3 times around. This is the other arm. Just as so. This is, here's number 1 stitch, and then number 2. Oops. Okay, number 3. And then your triple. Okay, so now you have your triple on here. I wanted to add one more thing. If you want the silver accessory bands for the shoulder, this is what you do. You don't need to add this. It's just an accessory for a shiny shoulder. So I took a silver metallic and wrap it around this pin before you place this. So I have to take this one off also. Wrap it around 3 times. So 1, 2, and 3. So that would be your shiny shoulder. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. You don't need to do this if you don't want to. Just an accessory. 1, 2, and 3. And then you place it back on top. Okay, I'm going to place push it down and place my bands on here. Okay, so that is your body, just like that. Now we're going to work on the eyes, and I'm using dark blue. It's really like a jelly blue. Wrap it around, I usually wrap it around 6 times. Okay, do another one. Okay, take a skin tone. And place them on the band. Okay, so separate, and I have 2 eyes. Okay, I'm going to place them on this pin and this one. Just as so. Okay, now to make the mask, I use 8 bands for the mask, and I'll show you how to do that right now. Take 4 bands, okay, and then take another 4, and what I did, I tied a knot. So I'm going to take my hook, place the 4 bands through, then place the other 4 like this, place it on top, connect, just like a regular stitch, so it looks like this. Then I'm going to take this bunch right here and go on top of the other, so it's a knot now, and go right through, so it's kind of like a bow. I just basically tied the 2 together. Okay, and it looks just like that. And I'm also going to show you how to make the helmet. It's basically 8 stitches, so I'm going to make it on the hook. You take 2 bands, wrap it around the hook 2 times. So I'll show you again, just twice around. 1, 2, then everything else are double bands. So here's a double, and just as so. I'm going to continue making a total of 8, including this one, the capping band. So here's already 2. Now we're on number 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. And 8. Okay, so right now I'm going to place this band that I just made right here. Now we're going to place it just as so. So it's connecting the bottom of the jawline right here. Now I'm going to take my hook out and place, now it looks like a bow. I'm going to fold it just like that. I can put my hook through if it's a little easier. So it looks like that. And I'm going to place it on this row that we just made. Okay, so it just looks like that. Okay, I'm going to just keep this to the side right now, because that's the only really tricky part of the whole night, and then I'll show you how to connect everything else. So now we need a structural band over here. I'm going to use a skin tone. I'm going to place it underneath this one. Okay, just like that. I'm going to place this one back on here. Okay, so we just placed our little mask on this row that we already made. So now we can start looping. Okay, we'll start on this leg. Loop forward up to this pin. Okay, now we'll start on this leg. And loop forward. Okay, so now we're looking for this diagonal, and it's toward the top. I grabbed one of them. And there's number 2. Okay, now we're going to look for this diagonal toward the top. Okay, now we're going to loop this one forward. So we're going to grab this and go over like this, okay, to bring that in. So it looks just like that. Now we'll grab this one and loop it forward. And same on this side. Okay, now we're going diagonals again, same pattern. I grabbed wrong pin. I grabbed too many bands. So I'm going to push that one down. If that happens, you just push this down. There you go. Now I have the diagonals. I'm going to grab diagonal here again. And now the straightforward ones. Okay, you can push that down. Okay, diagonals again. Okay, now the straight ones. And the last diagonals. I grabbed one band there, so I'm going to grab the next band. Okay, and then we're going to grab the lower band and bring it forward. And on this side too, lower band, bring it forward. Now if you added that metallic little accessory band, it is right here. We're going to try to grab it. Now remember it's 3. And bring it over this pin. Okay, so I have 2 and my third one is hidden. And cord right there. Just a shoulder accessory band. You don't have to do that. So same on here. I'm going to find those accessory bands. And there. Okay, now we're going to work on this band and bring it to the chest, the neck area. So it would be the lowermost band. This guy, we're looking for this guy. Okay, and then we're going to do the same over here. Looking for the lower 2. Now we're going to do this final chest band. Don't forget about him. He's right here. And bring forward. Now we're going to do this triple neck. It's all the way at the bottom. Okay, got it. Go slowly because bands can break here. It's very thick. Okay, I'm going to relieve some tension by moving the hook like that. Okay, so now we're going to grab this middle band. That's the uppermost band. Okay, now we're going to take the other side, the stitches from the other end of the mask and place it on this pin. Okay, just like that. Now our next stitch is this one. And we're grabbing this band too. Okay, so now we're gonna, this is how you connect the mask and everything together. So keep this down and just place it, pull it right over that pin so it slides onto the gray. Okay, now we're gonna slide this one right onto this gray. Just like that. So now it's a little loose like that. Now we can continue looping forward. We're doing skin tone now. Okay, now we'll work on this skin tone. And finally this side. And keep looping forward. Now the hair. So I'm going to do the middle bands first. And this side. And this side. Okay. Now I'm going to use, it looks a little weird now, but when we take it off the loom, I'll show you how to, what this is all about. So I'm going to use the same color as the hair, a double band, and make a slip knot. Just like that. Now we can slowly take it off the loom. Now take the head off the loom. Okay, and now I'll show you how this is. Okay, so now this is the front part. I'm going to stretch out his head so that he looks more like a regular guy. Stretch out the arms, chest. If the bands are a little mangled, straighten them out. Legs. Here are the bands, the shiny bands that I had before. So now they're on the shoulder. Let's make them into the 3 bands. Just as so. Now, here is your helmet. Now, here's the knot that we had before. Move that forward and bring the top part of the helmet. I'll show you right here. Talking about this part. And we're moving the mouth shield forward, just like this. So it was up here, and we're moving it down over here in the front of the figure. Now you can place it around his head for like the helmet. And now you have this the mouth shield in the front. And to keep this straight and on his head, I get the middle, I find the middle right here, and you have the little slip knot bands, and you can just take your hook, don't put it through the front part, but just the back part of the skull, the helmet part, pull your bands through. So it goes through like that. So I'll show you right here. So now you have just like that, and you can hide the bands in the back behind the rest of the hair. So I'll just hide it a couple times behind the head. Okay, so it's hidden in the back, and you have now the helmet connected to his head. Also, you have the shield. You can straighten it out so it's lying more on his face, and that's why we have the not skin tone bands here but the gray, because you can put it above the gray. So then you can bring out his eyes a little bit more, and you have a knight. Just like that. And you can see the metallic bands here if you put them. Also, if you have more metallics, you can place them, just one, I did one, on elbow armor. Just wrapped around like 3 times. And do the same thing over here. And then the knee armor too. But you don't have to do that if you don't like that. Okay, just like that. And one more. I already pre-made another sword, so you can just place the sword right through these bands, these hand bands. So now you can hold it. And I already have another shield, and I put a little handle in the back. In that tutorial I have that. Just wrap it around a couple times so that you can hold it. So now you have that. And I also have a Clydesdale tutorial with a saddle. This is the double loom version. It's only 4 pins long. This is a single loom baby pony Clydesdale, and he can sit right on top of the saddle, because I also have a saddle tutorial, and you can put his legs right through the stirrups, and he can stand. And he'll stand pretty well on the horse too. And he does fit on the baby also. And you can make a saddle for that too. He looks really cute. So I hope you like this tutorial. Please subscribe to Lovely Lovebird Designs. And we'll see you soon. And also, if you're having problems with the helmet, you can also tie the helmet more toward on the back with more knots. Okay? Okay, we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.